Well, hello once again, my friends, my fellow historians, and my fellow lovers of the SS United States. I've got another video update for you guys. Today is April 15th. Today marks the 113th anniversary of the sinking of the RMS Titanic, but that's another video. I'm putting this update as April 14th only because that was when the last official update to the docket of this case was updated. So the docket was last updated on April 14th of 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a lawyer, but I want to give you guys kind of an update on the docket, as well as let you guys know actually what's going on, because I know it can be a little confusing. So, the New York Coalition to Save the SS United States, they filed a civil complaint, and the laws that they're citing are actually the Public Law 92-296. This became law in May of 1972, and the history of this law is this authorizes the Secretary of Commerce to purchase the SS United States as is, whereas at the depreciated cost of the vessel to the owner. The next law is Public Law 94-536. That has a history from 1976. So a brief summary of this law is this amends Public Law 92-296. So this is an amendment, and it includes an allowable usage of acquiring the SS United States as a floating hotel or other uses in U.S. waters. Okay, so what exactly did the lawyer for the New York Coalition to Save the SS United States file? Well, they filed a civil complaint, and this would be case number 325-CV-212. The United States District Court, Northern District of Florida, the Pensacola Division. And this would be the New York Coalition to Save the Steamship United States Incorporated. They're the plaintiff versus Okaloosa County, Florida, and they are the defendant. So let's take a look actually at the parties that are in this case. One, we have the plaintiff, and this is the coalition. The New York Coalition to Save the SS United States is a not-for-profit corporation duly formed under the laws of the state of New York on or about October 28th of 2024 for the purpose of preventing the SS United States, an American-built steamship of inestimable historic value, from being sunk, dismembered, or destroyed. Two would be the defendant, and that would be the county, or Okaloosa County. Okaloosa is a political subdivision of the state of Florida, exiting by virtue of Article 8, Section 1A of the Florida Constitution. Defendant currently holds title to the SS United States. And three, probably the most important one, is the SS United States herself. Although not a party in REM as pleaded herein, is nonetheless the sole individual beneficiary of this action in equity. Given that the doctrine of personification of a vessel remains a part of the general maritime law of the United States, the status of the SS United States as a beneficiary of this action will be recognized by credited by this honorable court. Okay, let's take a look now at the jurisdiction that this court has. This court has subject matter jurisdiction under Article 3 of the Constitution of the United States, in that this action concerns the fate of a vessel in navigation upon navigatable waters of the United States. Such jurisdiction is provided statutorily by 28 U.S.C. 1333. Given further that this action concerns the interaction among the three branches of government of the United States in relation to the fate of the SS United States, as more fully appears herein. Such jurisdiction is further provided statutorily by 28 U.S.C. 1331. This court has personal jurisdiction over the defendant, and venue is proper because defendant exists and resides wholly within the district. So looking at the summary of the action and plaintiff's claimed basis for standing, the sole purpose of this action is to provide the executive branch of the United States reasonable time to decide whether the SS United States should be taken for public use with just compensation paid to the county, rather than allowing the ship, which is due to arrive shortly in the shipyard in Alabama, to be irrevocably cut apart, dismembered, and sunk as an artificial reef in the waters of the Gulf. On or about February 10, 2025, the coalition wrote, sent, and disseminated an open letter to the President of the United States, arguing that the SS United States be taken for public use. Hereinafter, the letter was sent to the White House by multiple means, including via postal service, email, and raw text form through the White House website. The letter has appeared and been replicated on social media and has begun to appear in some online news media. That's just a really quick summary. There's so much to it. I will put a link in the description if you want to read the whole complaint. And when it comes now to the case, this is for the United States District Court, Northern District of Florida. And I'll put a link also for that. And we're going to look at the docket now. This is between the parties of the defendant, Okaloosa County, Florida, and the plaintiff, which is the New York Coalition to Save the Steamship United States Incorporated, represented by James M. Maloney. So taking a look at the docket, looking down at the bottom, you can see we're Sunday, March 2nd, 2025, and all the things that were filed. So one was the complaint itself, and it has the cover sheet, the exhibit letter to the president, the exhibit historic American engineering record. It's got the exhibit memorandum opinion. It's got the exhibit purchase and sale agreement, and it's got the exhibit public laws 92-296 and 94-536. There's also a notice of the filing proposed summons by the New York Coalition to Save the Steamship United States Incorporated. Then on Monday, March 3rd, 2025, there was the corporate disclosure statement, certificate of interested persons by the New York Coalition to Save the Steamship United States Incorporated, again filed by James Maloney. With that was a summons issued as to Okaloosa County, Florida. Moving on to Friday, March 28th, 2025, we see a set deadline for Okaloosa County, Florida's motion to dismiss. Internal deadline for refusing to judge if response not filed earlier. And that has a date of April 11th, 2025. Next would be the motion to dismiss for failure to state a claim and incorporated memorandum of law by Okaloosa County, Florida, filed by Elmer Ignacio. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And then on April 11th, the most recent one is a notice of intention to file amended complaint by the New York Coalition to Save the Steamship United States Incorporated to dismiss for failure to state a claim, an incorporated memorandum of law filed by James Maloney. And that is the docket as of right now. In the Florida Northern District Court, the judge would be M. Casey Rogers, referred Hope T. Cannon, and his case number 325-CV-00210. The nature of the suit is a 440 other civil rights suit, and the cause is 281333 Admiralty. So my friends, I know this is a lot of word jumbling and a lot of legality. Again, I'm not a lawyer, so I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm just reading to you everything that I see and giving you my interpretation. So that's where it stands right now. That is the latest on the docket. And now that I know actually how to look up the docket, if there's anything coming down the line, I'll be sure to let you guys know. I thank you so much for watching, and until my next update video, I'll talk to you guys soon.